Thank you so much, Grace, and also, of course, thank you, Adnan, for greetings also to you, and good to see you all. Really, Excellencies, members of the Board of the Partners in Population Development, panelists for today's discussion, the participants, of course, and friends. It's really a good morning, a good afternoon, and a good evening, wherever you may be. I'm really delighted, Grace, to be given the opportunity to say something about the importance of triangular cooperation in reaching the SDGs and the ambitions and the goals of the ICPD Program of Action and the Nairobi Summit commitments. Triangular cooperation is this unique form of partnership between two or more developing countries supported by a developed country or a multilateral organization. And the beauty of this unique form of partnership is that it is not one directional. Let's say from the north to the south. No country is too economically poor to help and share experiences, and no country is too rich to learn from others. And that is the unique idea behind triangular cooperation. Triangular cooperation is therefore the kind of partnership modality aimed at the sharing of knowledge, expertise, and experiences and resources among countries, rich and poor, for the achievement of individual and national common goals. Now, why are we in the development community eager to pursue South-South and triangular cooperation? Why are we so eager to support this type of partnership? And it's actually quite simple. Because the many proven benefits in engaging in this modality for achieving development goals. It is so obvious that this is a modality that achieves results, mutually beneficial. Based on a recent formative evaluation conducted by independent evaluators for UNFPA, but also a separate case study we commissioned in collaboration with Avenir Health, we found the following direct benefits of SSTC, South-South and Triangular Cooperation. First, this form of partnership generates significant direct returns of investment. For instance, in the case of Thailand, SSTC, in support of its midwifery program, found that for every dollar invested in this program, it generated $4 in social returns as a result of declines in maternal mortality and morbidity. Second, SSTC generates knowledge that is highly relevant to the unique development context and challenges faced by participating countries, and therefore increasing the effectiveness and efficiency in achieving the desired development outcomes. Third, SSTC facilitates the mobilization of domestic resources, as governments realize that investments in SSTC not only enables them to meet their own development objectives, but also contributes to their international relations goals. Many middle-income countries these days now consider SSTC as an important development strategy in its own right. Fourth, SSTC provides some kind of resilience as the provision of in-kind support and the sharing of knowledge among countries and development partners can happen even when funds are limited. Fifth, SSTC is also an effective tool to mobilize global solidarity, to protect the gains of ICPD and further advance the ICPD goals and the Nairobi commitments made in the context of the ICPD 25 process in 2019. And sixth, SSTC has significant knock-on effects in the form of scaled-up partnerships with the possibility of expansion to other thematic or geographical areas beyond population development, and in general contributing to increased harmony and friendly relations across nations that you also alluded to, Grace. And finally, SSTC is actually a growing movement, as evidenced by the strong commitments at the Papa Plus 40 conference in Buenos Aires in 2019, in various international events since then, and in the dynamism of PPD itself. We will be negligent if we fail to capitalize on this movement for achieving the ICPD goals, and in particular the 3 zeros that Adnan was alluding to. In the efforts to leverage SSTC to achieve the SDGs and the 3 zeros, UNFPA has been very active as a facilitator in South-South and triangular cooperation. In this role, while working with the government agencies from the Global South, we also try to expand our work in SSTC to include non-state actors and the private sector. We also actively encourage the collaboration of countries from the Global North in directly working with us through the triangular cooperation modality. In our view, South-South and triangular cooperation is not about the goal, it's not about the global geography of North versus South. At the very heart of this development modalities are the ideals of knowledge and expertise sharing, of mutual benefits, and of global solidarity, irrespective of the classification of countries either by geography or development status. UNFPA emphasizes the inclusive nature of this modality and seeks the collaboration of countries from the North and the South, as I said. As provided for by international agreements, and of course, especially the Buenos Aires Plan of Action, BAPA, UNFPA's work in SDG is guided by long established principles of respect for national sovereignty, the need for national ownership and independence, for the promotion of equality, and the importance of non-conditionalities and the aims of mutual benefits, as well as the principles of human rights, good governance, rule of law, and fundamental freedoms as contained in the outcome document of BAPA plus 40. Allow me to describe concisely some of the things we are doing right now in order to promote SSDC. First is about upscaling SSDC as a development modality. UNFPA strategic plan that will start in January of 2022 and runs to 2025 identifies SSDC as one of the results accelerators and also as a mode of engagement in our work with member states. And this enables us to mainstream SSDC more effectively into the country and regional programs that we are implementing and to monitor more closely how SSDC contributes towards the achievement of the results of the strategic plan. Secondly, as knowledge management and the issue of knowledge management, UNFPA documents successful initiatives in SSDC, which will serve as great examples towards the achievement of the results of the SP, the strategic plan. These documented good practices are accessible by staff of UNFPA and others, obviously, through our SSDC community in order to guide them in getting ideas for SSDC partnerships and for finding potential partners. Our external partners find our good practices through the UN system-wide SSDC platform, of course named the South-South Galaxy. Third, on the issue of capacity building, our staff are the first point of engagement of government agencies and other potential partners seeking SSDC partnerships. We raise the capacity of our staff and officers through the guidance notes, the training events, and the learning materials, including our direct participation in planning exercises. In turn, we expect them, our staff in the field, to advocate for SSDC with their partners, including raising the interest and capacity of national institutions to conduct SSDC. We're also, of course, promoting the partnership through centers of excellence. SSDC centers of excellence are not only institutions with proven technical expertise, but more relevantly, they have shown consistent interest in sustained SSDC partnerships. While we look into recognizing and collaborating with more centers of excellence from the Global South, we actively seek to establish linkages with them, with the institutions in the Global North. Countries in the Global North are active in supporting triangular cooperation, and of course, we would like to facilitate this process. Just as we raise the capacity of our partner agencies in accessing funds from the Global South, such as the India-UN Development Partnership Fund, the China South-South Cooperation Assistance Fund, and the India-Brazil-South Africa facility, we also stand ready to support countries in accessing funds in the Global North or from the Global North that are earmarked for promoting global partnerships. In closing, Madam Facilitator, we view this panel discussion that's coming up as a wonderful and timely opportunity for all of us to have a greater understanding on how to engage or include countries and institutions from the Global North in successful, sustainable, and mutually beneficial triangular cooperation. We look forward to learning from the panelists and from the interventions from the audience about the drivers and success factors in forming these types of partnerships. I thank the panel members in advance for their time in sharing their expertise, experiences, and wisdom on this topic, and to our co-organizers, the partners in population development, for hosting a discussion on this very important topic of leveraging triangular cooperation for the achievement of the ICPD program of action and the SDGs. I thank you and look forward to our discussion.